Thank you very much. Let me kind of summarize my sense of where we are. Number one, I'm not quite sure that the urgency of the issue has been made as apparent as it should be, but we are dealing with an extraordinary crisis. When 1 out of 5 of our kids is obese, when millions of people are struggling with diabetes, when we spend, according to the American Diabetes Association, over $400 billion a year treating diabetes and other related illnesses, we have a major crisis. Dr. Caleb mentioned a few moments ago, and I hope you correct me if I'm misstating the essence of what you said. You said in so many words that the food industry is designing products, designing food that is unhealthy and addictive. You suggested that these foods impact the brain the way that opioids do. Is that a fair paraphrasing of what you said?
I would say it a bit differently. The general concepts are in play. The word addiction is a very
You used the word
technical
addiction, did you not?
I used it with several other words around it that said it was just my opinion, not the view of the FDA as a policy, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done to nail that down.
All right, but we have had witnesses here who have said exactly that in a previous hearing. So there is serious opinion.
There's no doubt that when you eat this ultra-processed food, you want to eat more of it, which, whether that's addiction or not is...
Sounds to me like it's an addiction. And that's something that is intentionally being done by an industry which spends huge amounts of money, as you've indicated, advertising those products to children, correct?
Advertising is powerful. I've had personal experience with it.
All right. So the issue is not complicated. You have an industry that makes huge profits by making our children sick and causing taxpayers to spend huge amounts of money. The question is whether or not the United States Congress will have the courage to take on the lobbyists who surround Capitol Hill, representing the interest of the food industry, whether they'll have the courage to stand up to the campaign contributions from the industry that come flooding into our campaigns. But I would hope that for the sake of our country, and the point that you made, very important point, our life expectancy in the richest country on earth is lower than every other major industrialized country. Is that correct? And the point you made about some states, I would put it in a different way, and that is working class people have life expectancies between 5 and 10 years shorter than upper income people. Is that true?
Yes. Education and wealth are two of the biggest factors in these differences.
Right. So this is an issue that we have got to get a handle on, and it will require courage to stand up to some very powerful special interest. I hope that Congress is prepared to do that. That is the end of our hearing today, and I want to thank all of our witnesses for their participation. For any senators who wish to ask additional questions for the record will be due in 10 business days, December 19th by 5 p.m. I ask unanimous consent to enter Senator Casey's remarks into the record. The committee stands adjourned.